Hello. Oh my. Let me just throw you. I thought I would pop in. I just got back from getting some gardening stuff. Had some great luck. I was a little bit concerned because I don't have I'm not trying to spend a ton of money right now. But also gardening is kind of a priority because food. So I'm trying to plan it out. I guess a bit more thoroughly, I guess. So last year I always had problems using kind of these trays to start my seeds because when you end up trying to transplant them, all the roots have connected together. No matter how, I've done it twice now and it happens every year. So I'm gonna switch to using these so I can actually separate my seeds a little bit more. So there's 15 in each of these, so I have 30. So I think these will be a good start for actually starting my transplants and getting them ready to move inside. This I got and I'm going to use for our herbs to start, because I'm going to try and keep the herbs inside. So I think this will be a good way to start them and they'll have a bit more room to grow. And then depending on how big they get, I have a few bigger, deeper buckets, and then I've got a couple others. So I'm gonna kind of see how it goes. And my intention was to use these for peppers. So we'll see. I might need to get more, hopefully for peppers, and then use these for herbs, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see. I was just out in the garden as well. I'll show you guys what our space kind of looks like. We have a decent amount of room, and more room than I think I thought originally. So we have one square-ish kind of garden bed already in place, and then a raised bed that we tried to use for herbs last year, and then a squirrel just started storing all of his nuts in there. So that became for the squirrel more than us. And then beside our garden, we have a big spot that's just weeds and tall, long, kind of marshy looking-esque. So I think this year I want to try and dig that up and rake it up a bit more and plant maybe our cucurbit type vegetables there, like the viney squash zucchini-esque, because there's a bit more room for it to actually spread out. So I'm kind of thinking that. And then I think I'll be okay. The onions is honestly one thing I'm a little bit worried about, because I do want to start seeding onions, so I'm going to try it in here. And then I've seen these I guess they're slop buckets, or what you would feed animals. They're just kind of big open circle bins, and they're probably that deep. So I'm trying to figure out if I think that's going to be deep enough for the onions, because I think that would be a good way to put them out in my garden. My cat's here, wanted to say hi. So yeah, we went out, he came with me. We went and saw the garden this morning, and just kind of got an idea. Some stuff's coming back. Here you go, buddy. So yeah, I'm gonna start some seeds today. You get a nice view of Boop, his butt right now. So we'll jump into that. Yeah, it's February 22nd today, so I feel if anything, I really need to start the onions. Hey, buddy. Cats. Kids, you know. So I'm gonna get started on those first. Yeah, hey, buddy. You wanna sit in this? So let's go. Let's just jump right into it. Let's see what happens.
Hey, buddy. You need some more water if you want.
this. Is that? Oh, hell. Then, if we look in here, we should have. This is where most of our garden segments. Oh, yeah, that's what. Also, my shoes. Okay. Those yet. Put you down for a sec. Shoes. More shoes, okay. Not as much as I thought. That's okay. Seeds. They're not super organized. I have been wanting to get some system to organize it, but we'll get there when the money gets there, you know. For now, this works great. I spent some time yesterday just kind of planning out, like writing out what kind of seeds we have and what I guess I'm hoping to grow this year. This year I feel just like this intense sense of urgency to like plant. I'm sure a lot of you are feeling that as well. And to kind of increase the size of our home garden, just with everything that's happened the last year and like the way the supply chain is going. I think doing everything we can to become more self-sufficient will not hurt. So, a bunch of gloves here. My plan with these is to kind of line them up in these because you want them to be able to drain. So these black trays, I don't have any holes in them. So I'm thinking of just lining up kind of these in this, and then as I water them, they can kind of leak, and then I can get all of the seeds kind of started in here, ready to transplant. And then most of them I'm going to be moving into the garden. What do we have written down? So my plan so far, okay, here's what I'm growing in case you're curious. Starting off, I have it broken down in sections. So we'll start off with the cucurbits, which are I just put viney and spread out a lot, but they would be like zucchinis, squashes, a lot of things like that. So this year we're going to try growing board hook zucchini, blacktail mountain watermelon, national pickling cucumber, and a cucamelon. And I also have a winter pumpkin seed, but I'm not totally sure if I want to grow some. I kind of do because I love pumpkin pie. I mean, don't we all around that time? So I am curious, but I don't know if I'm going to have the space. So I'm going to try and do a bit more research in terms of how much room each of the things I'm planning to grow will need, and then kind of adjust from there. So those ones, the cucurbits, I'm planning to plant here in kind of the portion next to our garden boxes. It's a bit more weedy. Nobody uses it right now. It's literally just like, there's like weeds as tall as like me almost. So I'm gonna try and rip those out, get that cleared out, and then plant them there. I'm gonna try and do some peppers this year. So we're gonna try and do 3 different ones. So we have a poblano hot pepper, an early jalapeno pepper, which I've done before, and they grow so well. Like, we had so many little jalapeno peppers. It was amazing. And that I just grew in literally a pot like this size. So I think I'm gonna try that again for both the poblano and the jalapeno pepper. And then we're also gonna try an Italian sweet pepper this year. Now, these ones are kind of the longer, like, you know, the slender varieties. So we're gonna try and grow some of those this year, which I've never grown. So I'm gonna look into that a bit more. I think I'll either try another bucket like this, maybe get a bigger one, or maybe right in the garden. And then this one I am excited for. This year I want to try and grow onions, and I'm going to try it from seeds. So we have 2 varieties, a Dakota Tears onion, which is yellow, and then Rosa de Milano onion, which is red onion, and they're kind of like heart-shaped ones. It's just fun. So I'm going to try and seed those in kind of these buckets first, and then once I have like a smaller little onion ready to go, then I'll transplant them outside. And then tomatoes, I actually have like 4 varieties of tomatoes, and 2 of them are compact varieties, so they don't actually need a ton of space. So I'm planning on getting some buckets about this size but hanging, and we're in a basement apartment, but our door has a little entranceway where I could hang a couple baskets, and there's 2 compact varieties. So cute. So we're growing Cole, which is a very early variety, and it grows very compact. So I'm gonna try it in a hanging basket and see how that does. And then Clear Pink variety, which is a mid-sized tomato. And then we're gonna try growing, well, we've done these, Sunrise Bumblebee, which are kind of like these little cherry tomatoes, which are just kind of stripy. They're really cute. And then Italia, which is a red paste tomato. So they're really good for like canning or sauces or like using in cooking, and it produces it very abundantly. So that one we're going to plant in the garden, so it has a lot of room to kind of root. And then for greens, I think this is where we're going to try and plant them in the herb box this year, or like the wooden box we have outside. So we have, how many do we have? We have Italian red perilla lettuce, probably saying that wrong, rainbow chard lettuce mix, which is just what they call it, but it's just kind of a variety of their favorite lettuce mixes. And we get our seeds, shout out to Annapolis Seeds. They are incredible. Yeah, proudly grown in Atlantic Canada. They're heirloom and open pollinated, hand grown here in Nova Scotia, and they grow really well here because, well, they're made for this climate. So we have a ton of success with their seeds. So pretty much all of our seeds, except for like 3 or 4 in the front, all of them are Annapolis seeds. So if you're in the Maritimes, highly recommend Annapolis Seeds. And the art on their packages is also just a great bonus. So those are our seeds there. So yeah, I was talking about the lettuce mix. So it's their favorite varieties of lettuce. So it's a mix. And then we have rainbow tatsoi, which are Asian greens. And then we're gonna be doing Vates kale, spinach, and red Russian kale this year as well. And then for greens, they usually end up getting snacked on, but we did have some success with our spinach last year. And also the rainbow tetsoi. So those greens actually like came out pretty well. I just didn't really harvest them in time. Beans. We have our two favorite bean varieties are the green bush bean and the yellow bush bean, and those produce so many. Like, it is such an abundant plant and it's delicious. I think we're gonna plant a couple because we only had green last year, and then we planted yellow and green the year before. But I think we're gonna try and plant a couple of each, and those ones go back and forth, either bins or right in the garden bed, maybe at the back, because then we could put something up where they could climb up, because they do like to climb. So yeah, I'm still kind of baiting on that. And I'm also thinking of adding in a sugar snap pea, a sugar and pea is this variety. How many times have I said drinking game? Let's go. Water, hydrate. So sugar and pea, and then we're gonna do a lot of herbs this year. So that is what I got this for. That was my intention with this, because we have 10 different herbs: thyme, catnip, Lebanese za'atar, parsley, chives, oregano, summer savory, which is a very classic spice in Nova Scotia, and cilantro, dill, and chamomile. I'm gonna try and harvest that for tea this year. I've also been thinking of growing flowers. We have a lot of flower seeds, and mixing them in with your garden does really well for pollination of your garden, as well as just critters around, and then they come around your garden and it just is one big happy family. So yeah, really good for just the environment. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and incorporate some flowers, red poppy specifically for the bees. And I have love in the mist. I have some sunflower seeds, mixed cleome, feverfew, scabiosa, baby breath, marigold. That is more so to prevent pests from the garden, so I will plant that kind of in it. And then bachelor's button, which is blue. That's a blue flower. That's all I know. So that's that. So cat's walking around up there. Let's see. This is the soil mix I like to use. And it's organic vegetable and herb mix. Organic, I find, is very key, especially if you're trying to get organic seeds and you want to make an organic garden. You kind of want to put organic soil in it as well. So these are actually like organic, but they're heirloom oven pollinated seeds. And then we have our bone meal here as well. So I'll just put this on. That's root flower food, but we're gonna put that in with some of the soil just to boost the nutrients of it, and I find it really helps improve the growth of the seeds. So let's see what we're gonna start first. I guess we really should start some onions if that is what we're planning to do. And then go from there with what we have left. another day. It's about a week later. That's me as a person. I'll give you an update on these. No luck yet. But I think I've realized what I've done is that it is too cold in here. So I have them sitting on the windowsill because I have a cat and we're in a basement apartment. So the window is the only thing he can't reach. But it's like, it's -10 outside today. So it's like consistently cold at the window. Also because they're not sealed. So I think I need to try something different for germinating. So yeah, this video will just include it all. So we'll jump into that now. I did do some errands today. Pure Canadian accent here. Hey, I just had to get some gas and then went and got a few groceries as well. We're getting a fun snowstorm right now. So I want to get that done before the roads get worse. I don't know if you can hear me right now. I'm talking very quietly, but I'm in an apartment and there's people. So, you know, it's so awkward. Hey, buddy. Hey. You want to come do some gardening? Yeah? And some tomato seeds. You are so silly. Yes. This is what we're using today. I do usually like the Pro Mix, but our hardware stores do not have it. So the first one. Earthy. Real earthy. Alright. What I'm going to start with is just scooping this up. Probably about like there to that first like ring. So we got these guys going. I'm going to add some of this, and I'm going to get the soil all wet, and then I will start adding these seeds. in trays because there are holes in the bottom of these things. So I just want to make sure if there is drainage. It's in this little fucking tray. Did you know you can get coriander seeds from cilantro? I had no idea. So these will bolt in the summer and develop into freaking coriander seeds. I mean, coriander. Oh. Nature's so fucking cool. Yeah, I don't need that much. I'm gonna plant 2 seeds. In one, that might be overkill. We're just gonna see. Hello, time. Have you ever seen a seed so tiny? To give you an idea, this is my pinky. Holy shit. These are our herbs. Let's have these started. We'll see where this takes them.
Look! Who's at the window? Boo! Look! It's your friend! Look, it's Bo! Hi, Bo! Bo?
And we're back to this wall, because did I finish a video? No, I didn't. I never end the clip. Like, I never sit down and be like, all right, that's all. I just keep going, and it's just chaotic. And I guess that's where my brain is pretty much all the time. So thank you so much for watching. I'm having so much fun doing these, and just, it's been something to kind of keep me busy. Also keep me going, keep me learning, you know, still trying to find a job. Had an interview earlier this week. It's just pretty bleak out here. For a job that pays $13 an hour, there was almost 200 applicants. So I'm kind of just pushing that aside. I'm gonna keep applying, but I'm just gonna go full in on this, keep pursuing what I want, keep trying to help as much as I can, and we'll see what happens. I hope maybe this inspired you to get your seeds started. I know I have been putting mine off. As you can tell, this video is taken over 2 weeks' time. So I hear you, I feel you. You enjoyed learning about the seeds I'm gonna plant this year. If anything, I hope it was just a fun distraction for you. If you're looking to get a seed planner, you can find that, sorry, I'm so shaky. Find that at the link here. And if you're just looking to print out some free sheets, I'll leave those links down in the description box below. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here more than I can express. And yeah, sending all my love out into the world. Happy Friday, guys.